Yo, what's going on guys, Ian77 here. In today's video we're going to be unlocking full scale inside of Clash Royale. Alright, hopping in the first match here, we're going to have Elixir Golem in our starting hand. So, I'm going to give a very in-depth commentary this video. I know a lot of you guys are probably struggling to play Elixir Golem because it is a very high skill cap deck, probably the highest skill cap deck, maybe aside from Hog EQ. So, the way you play this deck is you just kind of want to go in with the Elixir Golem first play. You want to go with Battle Healer and like an E-Drag behind you. You kind of just want to stack your units very skillfully, making sure to get the perfect placements right behind the Elixir Golem. Make sure not to miss it. And you're just going to go with the Rage here, and if they have like some spam like a minion here, you just want to go with the arrows here. Perfect timing arrows. And as you can see, like our cards are doing a ton of work right here, and he even gave us the well played right there. So yeah, we're playing really well right here. Gonna go into well played as well, and gonna get a bit of damage there with the E-Drag pin. You can see just like that by our very big outplays, we were able to take like a good amount of his tower. Not too much just yet, but still a good start. And here with the minion horde here, we don't really have arrows in cycle yet, so you do have to be kind of smart with this deck. You don't really have the fastest cycle, so sometimes you have to make like interesting plays to like counter certain cards, because usually they'll have a faster cycle than you, so you do have to kind of work with that. And the most important thing when you're playing Elixir Golem is to make sure to use those emotes. We're always making sure we have at least one emote on the board, and yeah, and the reason for that is just so you can like make your opponent I don't know, you can just like kind of confuse your opponent and play mind games with them. So that's what we're going to be doing here, just spamming a few emotes, skillfully spamming these emotes. And we're going to make another big push right here with our Elixir Golem battle here. His Golem will kind of hold up our support troops, so I guess his Barb Hut will probably be able to counter our Elixir Golem pretty well. But now we're already back to another Elixir Golem, so I'm going to skillfully spam it at the bridge at the perfect timing. If we didn't go with Elixir Golem at that perfect time, we might have lost the game right there. So very smart plays by us here. Yeah, as you can see, like we're having the double battle healer duo right here, and kind of just like stacking the dragons right here, and yeah, really just making some very good outplays right here. And he's gonna defend our push pretty well with his barb huts, but we still have our E-Drags kind of just getting stacked on the board, and also the E-Barbs behind that, and I don't really think there's any way he's gonna stop this. And also Heal Spirit is actually quite good in this deck, and we're going to have a new card on the field, triple E-Drag, and yeah, so we're going to take his tower here. Honestly, really well played by us. Perfect game, flawless victory. Going to make sure to give him a few laughing emotes at the end, and looks like we'll get the 3 crown right here. Alright, hopping in the next match here, we're going to be up against this guy, and we have Elixir Golem. We do have Elixir Golem in our starting hand. Gonna just wait here a second. I'm gonna go with arrows on his tower. I could have went with the Elixir Golem first play, but I kind of just wanted to make sure that we had the perfect cycle before going in. It's always, I feel like it's never really too good to go with like an Elixir Golem first play if you don't have your battle healer in cycle. So just wanted to kind of wait a little bit, even though that could have been a bit more aggressive. And just gonna rage up this tower here, hopefully kill the E-Barb a little bit faster, so we won't get that extra shot against our tower. And unfortunately we did have to waste our battle healer against his princess, so now we can't really go with an Elixir Golem in the back. Unfortunately, we're kind of going to be forced to defend right here with arrows. And yeah, he's going to spam the Golden Barrel right here. So with this deck you have to be kind of smart. You don't have the best defense. Against like beatdown decks you do have pretty good defense, but against like cycle decks like something like Bait, for example, you never really can defend their little pushes very well, so you kind of have to be a little bit smart with your plays here. I'm just going to defend this bandit lightly with the Heal Spirit. I think it should allow our tower to just barely survive. And yeah, bandit won't get the final shot right there. So now we're just going to go with the E-Drag battle healer E-Golem push. Going to make sure to skillfully rage it up as well at the perfect timing. And we're going to go with a good E-Golem kite right here. Not really sure why he decided to be so aggressive with those E-Barbs. He's kind of just gonna let his tower go right here. And this princess is being quite annoying right here. Honestly, the main annoying thing right here isn't even that his barrels are doing damage. It's kind of just his princesses and dark goblins as well. So this is a little bit annoying right here. But this is going to arrow down his princess, and he is forced to use the skeleton barrel on the Inferno Dragon. And Somehow the skeleton barrel actually pulled the Inferno Dragon that far back. Not really sure how that happened, but yeah, just gonna kite everything here with the E-Golem. Did kind of miss it a little bit, so one of the E-Barbs did lock onto our tower. So I'm not perfect with E-Golem. I haven't quite mastered the E-Golem archetype, the art of E-Golem, but trying my best out here. And yeah, so this is a bit of an interesting spot right here. Gonna be a little bit tough. Just gonna cycle an E-Dragon in the back. It's not over yet, but yeah, really just his Dirt Golems and Princesses are really what's getting to me. But if we can build up a big enough push, I don't really think there's any way for him to stop it. But I'm just gonna go with an E-Golem right here, just to, like, kind of support our battle healer and our E-Drag. But unfortunately, the E-Drag kind of got spaced out like way too much from the rest of his push, so didn't really work out too well right here. So just gonna set up with another E-Drag, kind of like forcing him to not really be able to go in with a Goblin Barrel or anything. And he will have quad E-Barbs right now, so this will be interesting here. Just gonna go with a heal sprint. It does actually manage to connect before it dies, so that's pretty good. And we'll go with arrows right here, but honestly, we're still overall down quite a bit in this match, so gonna be a little bit difficult. Can't really even go in with like a big push right now, because I know that he'd probably just spam us and take our tower if we were to go with like a big E-Golem push. So it's gonna set up an E-Golem right here. You know, we can't set up the E-Golem all the way in the back, otherwise it would be a little bit dangerous for us. And yeah, honestly not really sure if I should have went with those arrows there. I kind of thought that Bandit was like a Dart Goblin for a second there, wasn't really paying too much attention. And yeah, forgive me, I'm not the best E-Golem player ever, but this is a hard deck to master, so you can't expect the most from me. But we will get good arrows off there, kind of chipping away at his Bandit too, and looks like the Inferno Dragon will walk onto his King Tower, so just gonna thank him for the win right here, and that will be a good game. Alright, hopping in the next match, we're gonna be up against this guy, and tragically we do not have E-Golem in our starting hand this time, so it is gonna be quite interesting. And he is gonna go with a Golem in the back first place. I'm just gonna go with E-Barb's Rage at the river, give him a bit of a laughing face right here, and hopefully the Heal Spirit does connect before the E-Barb dies, but unfortunately it looks like it won't, so we are going to take his tower still. Doesn't really matter too much, but the one E-Barb won't get quite as much damage on his King Tower, and yeah, Inferno Dragon going to do a super good job there DPSing down the Golem, and I think an E-Drag should be able to kind of chain on everything and hopefully finish off his push right here. So really a good defense here by us, with the strategic plays of the E-Barb Rage push at the river. And yeah, just like that, we're looking pretty good right here. I feel like E-Golem is actually pretty good against Golem. You can kind of just go super aggressive with the E-Golem, then just like defend with an Inferno Dragon. So I feel like it is quite good. I'm just gonna set up with an E-Golem right here. If he tries to go with a Golem, we can probably just 3-crown him. So I'm gonna see what he does here and just kind of stack our units right here. Alright, so looks like he isn't going with a Golem right away. Not really sure why he went with a Golem Knight in that lane. Not really too sure what he's trying to do. It looks like he will go with a Golem to kind of kite everything, but honestly I don't really think that's the best Golem. Inferno Dragon is going to still lock onto the Goblin Brawler, and is going to kind of walk a little bit towards his King Tower, but it kind of got lured back again. But I don't really think there's any way to stop these E-Barbs, so we definitely outplayed him right here, and that will be an easy 3-crown. Alright, hopping in the next match right here, we do have E-Golem in our starting hand once again, so should be a good day right here. Just gonna go with the E-Golem first play, and gonna give him a little bit of an emote right here, and gonna spam the Battle Healer behind it. So yeah, we've been doing really well so far in this video with E-Golem. As you can see, when you master the art of E-Golem, you just get so many easy wins. You can't even count how many wins you get. Like, I already lost track of how many games you just won in like 5 seconds. But yeah, looking pretty good right here. Not really too sure what deck he's playing and why he went so aggressive right there. I mean, we did go with E-Golem first play ourselves, but we had a whole game plan behind it, whereas he kind of just went with that for no reason. And I can't really tell what's happening right now. I'm not sure if the E-Wiz is shooting the Inferno Dragon or not, but either way it is going to DPS down the Mega Knight really well, and healer should hopefully kind of heal the Inferno Dragon. It looks like it will pretty much 3-crown him, so that will be a nice easy win here. Alright, hopping in the next match here, we're going to be up against this guy, and we do have E-Golem in our starting hand right here. Just gonna cycle a Heal Spirit before it, though. Don't really want to go with the E-Golem right away. Kind of just want to get like one card closer to possibly like a battle healer or something, because yeah, as I was saying before, you always want to make sure you have the perfect cycle when you go in with E-Golem pushes. With this E-Golem deck, you kind of just want to go with E-Golem's first play and kind of hope to skillfully outplay your opponents, but in some matchups it is kind of best to wait until you have like the perfect cycle, until you try to make a big push, or you kind of want to wait until double elixir against, like, especially a lot of the cycle decks. I feel like against most cycle decks, if you don't like kind of starting hand, then you usually kind of want to go stall the game until double elixir. And okay, Inferno Dragon will take his tower here, so yeah, just gonna throw a few laughing faces at him, having a bit of fun right here with the E-Golem. And yeah, so looks like he will be playing Lava here, so honestly should be a pretty good matchup. We do have Inferno Dragon for his Lava and kind of like the E-Drag to support our push and like kind of stop whatever support units he tries to go with. So yeah, looking pretty good right here. Just gonna go with an E-Drag. The nice thing about the Electro Dragon is that it does reset his Mighty Miner, so his Mighty Miner just kind of gonna be a meat shield. It's not really gonna actually DPS down anything when we have the E-Drag on the field. And the E-Drag is actually splashing onto the Skeleton Dragons every time, which is super good for us right here. Just gonna go with a Heal Spirit as well. Heal Spirit is gonna kind of just barely clip a couple of our units right there, and E-Drag kind of finishing off the Skeletons pretty well. So honestly looking super good right here for us. And Healer will get a last shot off, so the Inferno Dragon will actually take his tower right here. Might be another quick 3-crown game here, so you can really see the power of this deck when you play well. And honestly, it's really good for like farming stuff like Clash Royale and different things like that. Alright, hopping in the next match, we're going to be up against this guy. We do have Elixir Golem in our starting hand right here. And I would have probably cycled the Heal Spirit first, but he just went with the Mega Minion right there, so pretty comfortable going with the E-Golem first play right here. Yeah, it looks like he'll go with Giant here. Not really too sure why he would do that, like right into the same lane. He is gonna Fireball as well, but the beauty of Heal Spirit was kind of shown right there. Like it pretty much just healed all of our units up and made them like fully healthy even after that whole Fireball to their face. So E-Barb will kind of lock on his tower here. Inferno Dragon might actually do a ton of damage here, but he does have Zap, so honestly could have probably taken his whole tower there if he didn't have Zap, but still looking super good for us right here. Already took like 2/3 of his tower within the first minute or so, and now we're just gonna go with another E-Golem in the back. And yeah, so the nice thing about this deck is that we can be super aggressive here. Just gonna cycle in an Inferno Dragon. I'm kind of gonna commit the rest of my Elixir to offense, because we can pretty much just defend super cheaply. And he wasted his Zap, so I'm not really too sure how he's gonna take out our Inferno Dragon. Looks like he will go with the Musketeer here as well. And okay, unfortunately he does have E-Spirit. Wasn't really expecting that at all, but our push is kind of gonna go towards his King Tower right now. Just took out his Crown Tower, so this could be a 3-crown race here. And honestly, E-Golem's usually the superior 3-crown race deck compared to like most of the decks in the game, and he's gonna Fireball, but our E-Barbs are gonna clean up super nicely right here, and they're just not allowing those Elixir Golem blobs to die, so just gonna spam the few emotes. And thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!